Can I pull the next? Yes, I can.
Range 5.
On a higher key, and I'm sure more will feel it here, these target, it seems to be generally just one melee, periodically with a very aggressive curse. And it really hurts.
The one that can be kickable?
Not kickable, but I think dispellable?
Okay.
I didn't see it on me there, so if it was, Moore has the fastest dispel in the West.
He does.
Well, we
the
already know
fastest
that.
one.
Yeah.
And
He's
the
the chamois.
fastest interrupt.
Yeah, no,
The
his
chamois
intro game is
Range 5.
ridiculous.
Must have
At
gotten
least for
that,
me.
curse dispel quicker than an addict going after their fix.
No, but yeah, with the intros, it's ridiculous. Like, at least on my end, the things kind of take a while to appear. Like, sometimes my player bugs out and he interrupts it before the cast even appears because I lagged out. So there's like a floating interrupted, and then the bar appears and then disappears.
I can't dispel. Oh yeah. Oh, you were just line of sight. That's all.
What kind of ping do you normally have?
On a good day, 220.
Range 5.
Oh my.
It's playable.
Oh my.
It's playable. Problem
I'm
is when
guessing
it's
on a bad day, 500 or 600.
yes. The problem is that I have very spiky internet, so it already being on 200 doesn't really help. Like if it was low and it had some spikes, no problem. But when it spikes, everything just completely freezes.
This is where I saw that neat strat. So that guy who casts Nullification, it gives 100% DPS boost.
Right, it was
And-
that one. So
Yeah,
I really, yeah.
It's all good. We're going so fast we don't need it. But yeah, he pulled the mobs in here and we used it to kind of.
I actually wanted to try that strat. Sorry about that.
All the stuff
Right, so
down the hall as well, we can LOS back into the door, back behind this pillar without aggroing boss.
Yes, and I will move them now.
Because yesterday was sketchy.
Range 5.
I'm gonna grab the next group.
Sure.
Range 5.
Sleeping. On the job. Just watch your 6, boss is there.
Yep. Then we can go for the boss now. Yep, apparently we are. Hero? Yeah, sure, here.
One thing of note, those little circles on the ground are not accurate to how big of a hit it is. They go about a yard outside of that.
I see, yeah.
That killed me way too many times for me to,
Range 5.
figure that out. I had a very rough day in Karazzan this morning.
I can see. I can hear. What keys were you running?
It was where we should have lusted.
Oh, right, it was here. Okay.
Range 5.
16s and 15s.
Nice.
They were... honestly, some of them seemed not timeable. Or not doable. I know the highest of this key and lower is only like a 19 as compared to like a 27 junkyard. But unless you're... Because, I mean, some of the DPS checks on like Medivh specifically on a 15... It was taking 3 of us doing about 17k DPS straight to the boss in order to get those DPS checks met. Which is a little high. And the healing check is brutal on the 3rd boss.
Range 5.
This is the big guy, everyone.
The big boy, yeah.
Yeah. And there's another Nathrism right down the walk path there.
I tried to soak the fell bubbles when on the run that we did, and I couldn't. Is it only the tank that can soak those?
Range 5.
I think they take a couple of people to soak. I think.
From what I saw, you just need to stand close to it, and the more people that are soaking, the better.
I was right on top of it.
Interesting.
One thing that I should mention before I forget, found something we were doing wrong with Huntsman.
Whoops!
Oh,
I blew the bat off, and I was standing there admiring
Admiring your work.
my work, and then I got blown
Range
off
5.
myself.
Huntsman. That big shared suffering thing. Early in the day, most of the groups were wanting to try to avoid it, which is possible, and the tank is able to avoid it. But it takes a heavy movement
Range
ability
5.
like a roll or dash from like a demon hunter. What we need to do for shared suffering is everybody kind of keeps close to melee, avoiding all of the midnight dashes and never being in front of the boss. And then everybody gets in for the shared suffering.
Do not jump down, Nibby.
I tried that, and he jumped up here.
If they go down, or if we jump on this left.
Yeah, just as long as you're not on the tiles, if you're up there, he bugs out. And he bugs out right there.
Yeah, he
It
did that
shouldn't.
last round.
He shouldn't be doing
Range 5.
full floor things generally. After the first one, it normally goes back to 2.
Oh,
He fell through the
bye-bye.
floor. Onto the boss. We'll fight him down by 3rd boss.
What, does he teleport down there?
Technically, it's
Range
right
5.
below where we're at. So he
Wait,
just
what?
kind of falls down there, and he'll snap to us once we actually kill Medivh.
Oh, was that on purpose? I thought that was a bug.
It's
a
a
bug.
feature, Nibby. It's not a bug, it's a feature.
Working as intended.
Range 5.
I'll get the missiles. You guys focus on the rest. But do remember that if somebody gets hit by the frosting, don't interrupt the inferno. So we'll just call it if needed.
Range 5.
If he
And
does
remember,
the
do not move out of the fire rings if you get them.
Yeah.
If he does the frozen floor thing, moving does not help.
No?
We have guardian images. No, it's jump every 4 seconds to clear the buff. Try to get on same bird. Kick where able.
I know that Meth that you did say which one we had to go to.
We split, but it works.
We are kind of stupid, so I think that's just something we're gonna have to work out right before the run.
No worries. Most groups have been starting with the one that's over on Skull there.
Okay.
It doesn't matter which way you go, as long as there's just a common start point, so you don't have more of those casts going off than necessary.
Right.
On like a fortified week, I would imagine you can split the group and have the tank help out on one side.
Makes sense.
Just because, 40% less health. Which, my god, am I looking forward to next week, except for the trash being hell too.
I'm stunned. Oh, fantastic. I didn't stay stunned.
Here's the fun part.
He is going to snap to me down here, by the way, so do not jump down off of the bookcase. Because I don't want to die.
You gotta admit though, this part is kind of cool, especially this part.
This whole part being shrunk and then, yeah,
Yeah, this.
it's gorgeous.
They transition it so perfectly.
Yeah. Yeah, and it looks dope.
I mean, you compare a transition like this to the one in Gambit, I would take this any day.
Mm.
Transition in Gambit?
Yeah, like going from Stormheim to Borealis. It does not want to... Okay, we're probably fine.
Yeah, you mean the portals, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a
God.
few guilties that it bugs out for them. Or it takes a while.
maybe
I'm
he's
one of them.
Yeah. I've
When
learned.
Good.
Sorry, I've learned to put Starfall down, then I can go while I'm moving. And then I just pray that I'm going in the right spot.
I've learned the dungeon well enough to kind of be able to do it blind in that portion. I can run up
Range
behind
5.
where needed, but if there's like a tidal surge, I will die.
Or if they try and skip the first big dude that's on the right. And I don't
Then
know,
I
and
pull
I've
it
got
on
him targeted.
Range 5.
We can take it.
That wasn't very nice of that spider. He decided he wanted to try to eat me.
You look tasty.
Well, they do say you are what you eat, and that man does make some good food.
I've seen pictures.
Mm-hmm. If they're anything like Sif's woodworking, then I'm sure it's tasty.
Oh, his woodworking is trash.
Nah, come on now.
It's fantastic in
Range
comparison. That being said, I am going to have him build me a desk here soon, so, probably shouldn't say much about the woodworking.
Oh, by the way,
Range 5.
what was it that we worked out for the orbs? Yeah, I'm gonna try not to move the boss too much.
Yeah.
I'll
just
get the
take
ones that
him
are like
straight behind.
yeah. I'll get the ones that are like right on me, but then the rest I'll kind of leave up to you guys.
I saw a thing where you pull them right into the corner, and the tank takes them all.
Like right
They
over
they
my
all
head.
spawn right
Range
underneath the
five.
boss.
As long as he's, like, in the wall kind of thing.
So which corner is it?
You're
right
backing
corner.
into one, so might work. Normally, if you can see all the way off in the distance where Skull is, we're already over here, so don't worry about moving. But, since it's like right behind the boss, you can just jump right in.
Is here fine? I mean, there's a shit ton of books, and I don't know which is a corner.
I think so.
Oh yeah, that kind of works. There was a lot on this side.
And standing in the purple pool cleanses them off of you.
Okay.
The pool does hurt quite significantly, but it takes off one every second or so after the first 2 seconds.
I see it.
For DPS, you can hold on to one, and it only does, in a 15, I think it was like 1,000 damage every 3 seconds. So generally, like your leech or something can heal through it as well, and it's just 10% extra damage.
Yeah, this kind of works. Not having him directly on the wall, but kind of having some space so I can pick him up. Okay, that's
When I was watching it, they were only able to do one of them before the tank needed.
incoming orbs. Never mind.
Range 5.
Before the tank needing to what?
They had a DK though, so they were crippled in that way.
Damn.
We going up into the hall?
Yes.
Range 5.
So on the last boss, phase 3,
Range
do
five.
not stack together and get as much space between each other as we can. Because he does this thing where he puts these like 5 orbs that will shoot out from everybody at the same time, and they hurt like hell.
I saw a neat strat. So on phase 2, you don't engage the boss. You don't get near enough to
Range five.
engage him. You sit back, and range takes him from 60 to 30 by just sitting there, just pinging at him. Bing, 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 until he phases. And then that way he never casts. You just have to avoid disintegration. That way he never starts casting the purple things.
Was that ad phase or the other?
It's phase 2, the second time he jumps to the second platform.
Gotcha.
Okay, so we just kind of chill and wait and range get him? Then
Yeah.
you said? Okay.
Do we want to lust there to expedite
Range
that one?
5.
No lusting, because I don't. They didn't lust anyway. I don't know.
Because if he doesn't do the purple thing, the last phase is not difficult. We could do it first or second.
These are the orbs that I wasn't able to. Oh, you have to sit on them for a bit. They don't pop right out. Ah. I guess I was expecting them to just.
Oh,
Range 5.
okay.
So much garbage.
Is it coming? No, it's not coming. Bingo.
Try not to kill that knight until we have to. Or we can get more up to
I think it's healing.
Range 5.
Is it not? No, never. Yeah, it is. Okay, look at now.
Kill it.
Oh, that is dope. Okay.
Range 5.
Man, that's quite the queen, eh? She's a beauty.
You're looking
Fancy
more
queen.
like it's gonna say, I have the power than anything else. Like, god dang.
Range 5.
You've done your part. I've left so many fragments of myself throughout this tower. Steve? I will open the
We wanna do
Statement is
phase 1
just
or 2?
EMI.
I will sever the tower's connection
Which
to
one?
Legion World.
That he's left so much of his fragments around this tower.
Range 5.
Drawing in the Legion's might. I have foreseen your world's doom.
Team, watch out.
Range 5.
So once it's on you, you cannot move quick enough to make it go away.
No, you have to go before he.
Thought I had just a little bit more time.
Range 5.
I was so very wrong.
Your resistance is misguided. Yield to us.
So it's here on this phase where we kind of sneak up, and then we just kind of LOS the disintegrate. Or we just stay out of the way of the disintegrate. And we don't go onto the circle guild part. And we just take them down from here. I didn't really understand why they were doing it, but they were talking about how it works.
I don't have any range, so it's up to you guys. Or maybe I do.
You and I are stuck at 30 yards.
Yep. I got some stuff.
Range 5.
I threw an axe, I contributed.
I don't think the Brahms got the memo. No, we're not going there.
Oh, that's right. The pet will engage him.
Range 5.
Oh, so did that fuck up the strat?
I think so.
Oh,
Well, I guess Lust once we're on top of him.
so that was to prevent what? Maybe was it?
Prevent the boss from being engaged. So he just sits there and casts
Range
disintegrate. Doesn't cast anything else.
Oh,
like
then-
no circles and stuff.
Then it worked, I guess, because he didn't.
Now we do have to interrupt this before it gets. It's like a Sylvanas thing.
Yep.
Lust, if you would.
Range 5.
I have one full platform to make up for now. Okay, I'm happy. I couldn't take 4K anymore.
Yeah, so I guess it worked because he didn't do the orbs. He just kept doing the disintegrate. So it looks like the pets don't fuck up the strat. Maybe.
Maybe, or maybe just Bran was behaving himself.
Yeah. Dumb cow that it is.
Awesome.
Hey, pants!
Do you want more for your collection?
Ah, no. No, I do not. I don't know what purpose an eye has with pants, but he has pants.
Question: am I the only one that can't take like this kind of mob seriously? Like the Watchers? They're like a
big eyeball?
float. Yeah, they're a floating ball. They're not like menacing at all. I know
It's
they
like
have
a-
teeth and a tongue, but
It's like a
Ugh.
beholder from D&D if you were to turn it into a Nerf gun instead of an actual gun.
yeah. It's like you respect after that entire tower like something like a big demon. Nope. It's like a floating ball. Kinda weird. Well, nice run, by the way. That was dope. Again, informative. It always helps. I got a Junkyard 12 we can run this weekend if you guys want to.
Sounds good to me.
Ring chance.
I have yet run Gambit this season, so if any of you have a key, let me know.
That's what I was hoping I would get.
Are you
I'll
able
try
to
that.
re-roll it?
Yeah, I re-rolled it and got a lower.
Damn.
Gross. I'll try to re-roll roll my 14 up into a 15 gambit.
Ugh. That should be doable.
Oh yeah.
We should be able to do it because we know
Yeah.
the dungeon.
Yes, because that worked last season in Plaguefall, maybe. Just knowing the dungeon.
But now you know how hard stuff hits. And then you can take that level of how hard stuff hits and then back it off by like 30%. I
Yeah,
wish
remember-
that were a joke.
Remember, it was geared for double legendaries and tier set.
Last patch was an increase of like 6 keystone levels. This one's like 3. 3 or 4. give or take. Some of these dungeons feel like 10, but you know.
Well, those were really good runs, guys. Well done. Got the 50.